We have these many Java operators. Okay, these are categorized. So all the operators are categorized at the top level. So arithmetic operators, assignment operators, comparison operators, right?
This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so arithmetic operators, assignment operators, comparison operators, logical operators, bitwise operators. So we have different kind of operators. Okay, so if you look at the Java operators, the arithmetic operators are like basic operators. So it's like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. Okay, this is maybe that you might not aware, uh, but these are like straightforward. During our mathematics will understand this: addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. These are basic math, right? Mathematical operations. So if you do this mathematical operation on any two values, okay, two values, so then we can say that is an operation. Okay, so I am doing 10 plus 20. What is this? So I am doing addition operation. Okay, I am doing addition operation on these two values, 10 and 20. So this whole process is an operation, is an operation, and this is called operator. This is called operator. So plus is an operator, and the 10 and the 20 are known as the constants, the numbers, right? But when you are programming, you should not, when you programming, you should not apply these operators on the constants directly, right? We deal with the variables. And when you look at the variables, so in general we would be writing something like this. So x plus y. So this is an expression. This is an expression. This is called what? An expression. So I am applying this arithmetic addition operator, okay, on these two variables, x and y. X and y are the variables. Okay, x and y are the variables. So these two variables are involved in this expression. In this expression, x plus y. So these two x and y variables are known as operands. Okay, there is a terminology. Okay, so no one is going to ask this in any interview. Okay, no one is going to worry about this, but just a terminology, as you were part of like Java programming, you're learning this. Okay, so we just need to know the terminology. The x and y are what? Operands. X and y are operands. And the plus is operator. Plus is and what? Operator. So it's a combination of operator and operands. The expression is a combination of the combination of operands and operator. Okay. So here we have arithmetic operators. So that can be applied on what? Two variables. That can be applied on what? Two variables. And you can see here we have assignment operators. Assignment operator, where you will be assigning a value to variable. Where you will be assigning a value to variable. Okay, so I have this one, x equal to 10. What we did here, so I just assigned my value 10 to the variable x. This is what called assign. Okay, so I'm assigning this value to x. So this is known as assignment operator. This is known as what? Assignment operator. Assignment operator. Okay, also I can assign some expressions also, meaning that, so whatever the x value I have already, I will take that x value and I will add a value of 5 to it. I will add a value of 5 to it. Now this is an expression. Okay, x plus 5 is an expression. Okay, whatever the x value I have, 10, and it takes the 10 value. 10 plus 5, 10 plus 5 is what? 15. 10 plus 5 is what? 15. That 15 will be assigned back to x. So x is equal, okay, x is equal x plus y. X is equal x plus y. What I'm doing, the result of x plus y, I am assigning back to x. So this is also assignment operator. This is also like assignment operator. So you can assign a single value, or you can assign an expression result to a variable. You can assign an expression result to a variable. That is important. An expression can be assigned to a variable. Okay, so here in this case, so the left hand side and right hand side, so I have the same variable. I have the same variable. So that is where I can go with the short form. I can go with the short form. That short form is what, x plus is equal. I'm going to use the short form x plus equal to 5. So meaning that x equal to x plus 5. X equal to x plus 5. This is a short form of an expression x equal to x plus 5. When you have left side and the right side, if you have the same variable, okay, you are trying to increment, you are trying to decrease the value, some value by its original value, then from its original value, then you can go with the short forms. Plus is equal to 5. That is what still this is also what assignment operator. And the same, whatever the arithmetic operations here we have, right, the same can be performed along with these equals. Okay, so here plus equals to, minus equals to, star equals to, division equals to, so whatever you have the basic math, okay, that they can be applied along with this. Okay, so then we have comparison operators. When I say comparison operators, it's all about comparison of two values, right? So if I have 1 and 2, are these two values are same or not? Are these two values are same or not? Or either this value is less than this value, or greater than this value, or it is equal to this value. Okay, so that is where we are comparing. Basically we are comparing two values. So the left hand side and the right hand side values, okay, are the values. So these values, in general, we don't programming in such a way to compare the numbers directly. We deal with what, the variables. So here, if I have a variable x, if I have a variable y, so the condition something like this: x less than y, is that, or x greater than y, x greater than y, or x equal to y, how it is. Okay, the comparison operators. So the comparison operators are to compare two variables with respect to its values. Okay, comparison operators are these greater than, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to, double equals to. So all these are what comparison operators. And then we have logical operators to combine one or more expressions. Okay, so I wanted to check my number is this. I have a number. This number is the greater than or not among the given numbers. Okay, I have few more numbers here. Okay, I have say 20 and say 25. Okay, I have 20 and 25. So is it a small number or not? When compared to these two numbers, is it a small number or not? I wanted to check. So in that case, I should verify this number is less than or is less than 20 or not. Yes, I have to do that. Also, I have to verify whether this number is less than 25 or not. So it's a minimum value. Basically, I'm checking what is it minimum. It's a minimum value when compared to these numbers or not. So for that, what I have to do? I have to check 10 less than or 20. This one. Also, I have to check with this number 10 less than 25. Now I should say when the number 10 is compared to these two numbers, then only I can say 10 is a smaller than 20 and 25. So meaning that I have to combine these two expressions. I have to combine these two expressions, right? I have to combine these two expressions. That is what, 10 less than 20 and 10 less than 25. So if I say and, okay, so meaning that this one and this one both are correct, both are true. Then only I can say 10 is a smaller value than 20 and 25. 20 and 25, I'm saying that. 20 and 25. Maybe in your basic mathematics, you must be come across these kind of things. Okay, so these kind of things. So in your base mathematics, okay, so it is something like this, right? So x less than y, okay, x less than z. So here y and z, just imagine that y value is 20, z value is 25, x value is 10. So we deal with the variables when we are writing expressions. We deal with the variables, but not what, but not with the constants, okay, in general. So x value is 10, y value is 20, and z value is 25. That's what as per our assumption. Okay, as per our assumption, so z value is what, 25. So here, so how the logic that we are going to write, or how the logic that we write. So if x less than y, okay, if x less than y, and x less than z, and x less than z, if both the conditions are satisfied, if both the conditions are satisfied, then only I can say this is all single unit. Okay, x less than y, and x less than z, then only I can say x is lesser than y and z. X is lesser than, x is lesser than y and z, right? Y and z. It is something like this, y and z. X less than y and z. Maybe in mathematics we are looking at this, right? So combinedly, x less than y and x less than z. Okay, in programming we implement that same thing in this way. Okay, so this is to check, like, for both, if both are true, then only the result will be true. Okay, there will be some cases, okay, fine, boss, if any one of them is fine, true, satisfied, then do the result, go with further proceedings. In that case you can go with or, and this is a not opposite. So if you say x equal to true, if you say x equal to x value is what, true, then when I apply not to that, okay, when I apply not to that, not x meaning what, all the operators will be applied on what, variables, not x. When I say not x, opposite of this, the result will be what, false. The result will be what, false. Okay, the result will be false. So this is what logical operators we have. Okay, logical operators. And the similar way I have bitwise operators. Okay, bitwise operators, if you look at bitwise operators, these are going to apply on the bits instead of applying the decimals. Okay, so 10 is the number, and the equivalent the equivalent binary format for is what? So it is 1010. If you are aware of it, yeah. So the equivalent binary value is what? 1010. Okay, so every decimal value represents 8 bits representation. The left side 4 bits will be what? Remains zeros. 000 1010. These 4 bits are zeros, and the last 4 bits represents what? The number 10 in the decimal format. Base 10 value. This is base 2 value. Base 2 value. And I have so another number. Okay, 12. I have another number 12. So what is the equivalent binary number for this 12? Okay, so this is 2 power 0, 2 power 1, 2 square. Okay, so this is what? This is what, 2 cube. So 2 cube will 8 plus 2, 10 I got. Okay, now I'm going to talk about 12. Okay, what is the equivalent number for 12? So 1100, exactly. Okay, 8 plus 4. So this is what, 2 power 0, 2 power 1, 2 square, 2 cube. Okay, 8 plus 4, I'm going to get 12. So now this operator applies on the bits. So if you are going with the AND operator, it applies the bits, okay, 0 and 0. As it is AND operator, the result will be 0. 1 and 0, as it is the AND operation, okay, as it is AND operation, 1 and 0, it leads to 0. 1 and 1, it's going to give, okay, I'm sorry, 1 and 0, right? So 0 with the 0, 1 with the 0, 0 with 1, and 1 with 1. So here I'm going to get the result, and remaining all zeros, right? So these are zeros, all zeros. So now what is the value for this 1000? I mean 1000 in the sense 1000. The binary, this is a binary representation. So what is the equivalent value for this? When you apply 10 and 12, the result will be what? This one. So this is 2 power 0, 2 power 1, 2 square, 2 cube. What is the value? 1 into 2 cube. The value is what? 8. Right? So this is what the result. So bitwise operators are going to work in this way. So bitwise and bitwise or bitwise exclusive or. Okay, just you need to understand the basic matrix of these and or exclusive or, meaning that 0 and 0, or 0 or 0, 0 exclusive or 0, or 1 and 0, 1 or 0, 1 exclusive or 0. The combinations, basically when you apply these operators on the bits, so how the result is going to be like, if you are aware of that, if you are good in that, then you would be able to answer. Okay, these are bitwise operators applies on the bits instead of the decimals. Okay, great. So these are the operators that we have. Okay, so let's go back to notepad. Okay, so at a high level, the operators like are treated as we have two different type of operators. We have unary operators, we have binary operators. Okay, we have binary operators, we have ternary operators. We have ternary operators. At a high level, we have these three types of operators. Okay, what does it mean by unary operator? If the operator applies on on a single on a single operand then we call it as what? We call it as unary operator. Then we can call it as what? The operator is what? Unary operator. So this is what? So operand, we already aware of it, right? So what is operand? Operand, it is just a variable. It is known as a variable, a variable involved 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 in an operation. Okay, along with operator, operation, or you can say expression. Okay, so where it involves, where it evaluates the expression, evaluates the expression as per the given operator. Okay, operand is just what? So when I say x plus y, okay, so here x value int x equal to 10. Okay, int x equal to 10, comma, and int y equal to 20. Okay, so now what I'm doing is, okay, sum of these two numbers is result is this. Now here, okay, x in if you look at, okay, so here x plus y is an expression, correct? X plus y is an expression, and x comma y are known as operands. Known as what? Operands. And plus is what? Plus is an operator. Plus is an what? Operator. Hope you are aware of this terminology now. You are comfortable with this terminology now. Operand, operator. Okay, now come back to these definitions. Unary operators. So if the operator applies on a single operand, then we call it as unary operator. Okay, if the operator applies on two operands, okay, if the applies on two operands, simple, right? It is simple. Two operands, then we call it as unary operator. And if you apply, if you apply, okay, so if you apply the operator on three operands, then we call it as what? Ternary operator. So we call it as ternary operator. This is what? Binary operator, and this is what? Unary operator. Hope you are understand now. So what are the unary operators that I have? Okay, we have increment operator, we have subcategories. Okay, guys, hope you are following. So we have subcategories. Okay, unary increment operators. We have increment operators. Okay, decrement operators. We have increment operators and decrement operators. You can say operator. That's enough. Okay, hope you are following. So increment operator we use two pluses, and for decrement operator we use two minuses. Okay. So what is the usage of it or syntax of it? Okay, syntax is like, so if you have a variable name plus plus. Okay, so again we have two categories in the increment operators. Okay, we have two categories in the increment operator. We have pre-increment. Okay, we have pre-increment and post increment. Okay, we have pre-increment and post increment. Okay, we have pre-increment and post increment, right? In the similar way, we in the decrement operator also we have two things: pre-decrement, okay, post decrement. Post decrement, pre-increment, post increment, pre-decrement, post decrement. These are the different things that we have. Okay, so hope you are following it. Let me keep it here. Okay, so this is what increment operator that we right. So increment operator, again we have pre-increment and post increment. Okay, so how can we define a pre-increment? Okay, pre-increment, it's all about how we apply the operator. Okay, when compare, it's always we discuss this relative to what operands, or these operators we discuss. Okay, in the context of what operands. Operand is what? Variable, right? if the operator if the operator applies, okay, before the operand, then we call it as what? Pre-increment. Okay, pre-increment. Okay, if the operator applies, okay, if the operator applies after the operand, that is only the difference. Okay, then we call it as what? Then we call it as what? Post increment operator. Okay, post increment. Okay, so imagine that I have a variable here. Okay, so imagine that I have a variable here. Okay, I have a variable x is equal to 10. Okay, so let's say an example. So this is an example. If int x equal to 10, this is what my variable. Now I wanted to print this system.out.println of, okay, println of x plus plus. I can do it. Okay, x plus plus I can do it. Now what will happen? So what is the output? Any guesses? What value it is going to print here? And in the other expression, I will do before. Okay, I'll do before. So this is post increment. This is what? Post increment. This is what? Pre increment. Okay, Shankar, if you observe here, okay, Aditya, hope you are following it. So here, if you observe, it's a post increment. Okay, so here we have multiple things involved. Okay, when I say x plus plus, when I say x plus plus, it means that x equal to x plus 1, x equal to x plus 1. It means that x equal to x plus 1. Okay, x plus plus. When I say x plus plus, it is equal to what? X plus 1. X equal to x plus 1 or plus plus x. Okay, or plus plus x. What does it mean? It means also the same thing. It means also the same thing. Plus plus x or x plus plus, both are same. Here if you see x equal to x plus 1, it is incremented value by 1. That is what increment operators does. If it is a decrement, it's going to decrease its value by 1. Right? Okay, so if you look at here, it's a post increment, meaning that okay, the assignments happens when it goes to the next statement. Okay, so here you have a print statement. Okay, so what it does, it has a print statement. It has to print the x value, and you also used an operator x plus plus. It means that it is like x equal to x plus 1. It is like x equal to x plus 1, x equal to x plus 1. So it has to perform this addition operation, and also it has to assign that value back to its x. It has two steps, right? If you look at it, has two steps. First, it has to increase its value by 1. It has to increase its value by 1, and the increased value it has to assign it back to the same variable, right? So two steps it has. And what is the third step here? Printing the value. So total three things are going to happen in this single statement, correct? Total three steps are going to execute with this single print statement. Right? What are those steps? It has to print. It has to evaluate by increasing its value by 1. Then the result will be assigned back to its original variable x. Three things. So in case of post increment, as it is a post increment, okay, so here priority matters. Okay, before it is assigning the result incremented value back to uh, its variable x, the print statements takes priority, and it will print its value. It will print its value, and it is going to print its value as 10, because before it's assigning the result to its personal variable, it will print it. So it will print a 10. It will print a 10, and then the incremented value will be assigned back to its original value. And when it goes to the next line, by the time the x value will be 11, but not in the same line. But not in the same line. Okay, if you're running with these for the first time, definitely you will have a little confusion, but slowly it will be clear once you start doing it. Okay, so you'll be familiar with this. Okay, anyhow, I'll show you the programmatically. So let's understand the theory concept first. Okay, x equal 10, x plus plus. So this is going to print what? 10 only in this example. Okay, in this example, if it is a separate, if you run this separately, then here you can imagine that it will print 11. But if you write all three lines in a single program and you are executing, meaning that, so when it comes from this line to this line, the value x is already incremented by 1, meaning that it is 11. So in this print statement, the value becomes 11, and on top of 11 you are going to apply again increment operator, pre-increment operator, meaning that, so it has priority, it gets higher priority now than print statement. It gets higher priority than print statement, so it will increase its value by 1. So 11 plus 1, it becomes 12, and the 12 is going to print it. So here in this case, the result will be what? The result will be what? 12. Understand? If you execute all three lines in a single main function, in a single program, then the result will be 12. Okay, if you take these two lines in one time, one program, and if you take this line and this line separately, then in that case the value is what? 11. Now as per this example, we are going to see the output as what? 10 and 12. Okay, right. So this is what unary increment and unary increment operator and post and pre-increment. In the similar way, the decrement operators also works. Okay, the same thing, only difference is what? Minus. Instead of increasing it, it is going to decrease its value. Okay, it's decreased its value. So minus minus x minus 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 x. Okay, so in this case, the value remains the same. Okay, but here it is going to decrease its value by 1, x minus minus x, right? So 10 becomes, okay, so here already it is decreased by 1 before it comes to the next line. X value becomes what? 9. On top of it again it is going to decrease 1, so it becomes 8. It becomes 8. Okay, if you take all three lines in a single program. Okay. Now let me take into a new program, and let us write a sample test program. Okay, so here I have a main method. So Unary asks, Aditya, so hope you are familiar with this syntaxes and all. But if not, you go back and go through the previous videos. Okay, so this is what I just writing a small program, Java program. Let me save this. Okay, let me save this. How do we save? So with the extension as Java. If it's a C++, you save it like just unary.cpp. If it is a C, you save it just unary.c. If it is a Python program, you save it just unary.py. So here it is what Java. Okay. Now I wanted to pick these 3 lines of code. Okay, first increment. Let's pick this. Okay, index equal to 10, and then I'm just printing the x values here, pre-increment and post increment. Okay, so now let me run this. Go to command prompt and go to the folder where you have saved the program. I have saved the program in Java training folder, and inside that I have a src folder. So here I have saved my program Java C test unary, right? So I'm just compiling it. Let's see if I get any compilation errors. Okay, if there are no compilation errors, then it generates a .class file, and you can use that .class file for execution. So that's what, while executing, you are not able to give any extension, just file name is enough. Java test unary. What is the output, guys? 10 and 12. That's what. Okay, that's what. Now you tell me. Now I on top of it, I'm going to apply decrement operators, x minus minus and minus minus x. Now you give me, you tell me the output. So here now, what is the value now? What is the value of x now? What is the value of x? Come on, you have to respond. So what is the value of x here by this time? Yes, 12. Correct, because I'm continuing in the same program. Right, so now by this time, by this line, the x value is 12. Okay, the x value is 12, and it is a pre decrement or post decrement. It is a post decrement. If it is a post decrement, the changes doesn't apply on the same print statement gets priority, and it will print the value. What value it will print? Whatever the x value as it is going to print. And when it goes to the next line, it decrements its value by 1. So 12 becomes what? 11. So the value is 11. Now again here in this line I have a pre-increment, meaning that decrement. So it decreases its value by 1. So already it is decreased by 1. 12 becomes 11. Now 11 becomes what? 10. After that the print statement works. So it becomes what? What? 10. The value is what? 10. So just as I modified the source code, I have to recompile it. Then I need to execute it, so you can see the output about this 12 under 10. Okay, so hope you followed this, right? You followed this. Okay, unary operators. Whatever we discussed here is about unary operators. Okay, now you can just play with by taking some examples. Okay, by taking some examples. So x equal to 10. Okay, and x equal to 10. Now just and y equal to, okay, 20. Now we just print the values. Okay, system dot out dot println of. Okay, I wanted to print x plus plus. Okay, plus, okay, plus y, right? Something like this. Just play by having multiple things all together. Okay, just combining all the things. Okay, just play with the combinations. Okay, so I wanted to do minus minus here, then plus y. Okay, and then so you just you go with the different possible combinations, applying unary increment decrement. Okay, with different variables, multiple variables, and you start playing with this and make it clear by yourself, because it's important. we use these mostly in iteration logics. Okay, right. So yeah, unary operator. Do you have any questions about unary operators? Unary operators. Do you have any questions on unary operators? Let me know. No questions. Okay, perfect. So I don't want to take everything in a single session. Okay. So tomorrow we'll continue with the binary operators, where we discuss all this. Okay, arithmetic um, comparison operators, logical operators, all these things we'll discuss tomorrow. Okay.